Hi, my name is Danielle Hudson Laughlin, and I am a business lawyer here in Georgia. Today, I want to talk to you about what you need to do if someone who owes you money files for bankruptcy. Now, I can tell you as a business owner, I do fear what happens if someone who owes me money files for bankruptcy. Any business owner thinks about that because we hear a lot about, oh, bankruptcy wipes out debt. You may have had some experience with bankruptcy in your life or in the lives of somebody that you know. And there's a lot of mystery around bankruptcy. So I hope to be able to clarify some of that for you today. The very first thing that you have got to do 100% right away if someone who owes you money files for bankruptcy is to stop all collection activity. Phone calls, letters, text messages, it doesn't matter what format your collection efforts take, and it doesn't matter if your collection efforts are done by an attorney or done by you personally. You have to stop all collection efforts right away. Now that you've stopped all of your collection efforts, the next thing that you need to do is to determine what chapter of bankruptcy the debtor has filed. Typically, you're going to see one of two consumer bankruptcy chapters, and that would be Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Those two chapters do completely different things for the debtor, and they're going to impact your debt in completely different ways. If the debtor filed a Chapter 7, they're liquidating their assets. In other words, if you don't have a secured claim with collateral, for example, you may not get paid at all. However, if they file for a Chapter 13, you will have an opportunity to file a claim and potentially get paid some of the money that you're owed. There's also Chapter 11, which can be filed by businesses and large and high net worth individuals. In those circumstances, most importantly, you want to speak with an attorney if you're in a Chapter 11 situation. The other two you may be able to handle on your own. So now that you know what chapter of bankruptcy your debtor has filed, you want to gather all of the documentation that you have to prove your debt. Even though you may not get paid in a Chapter 7, you still want to file a proof of claim with the bankruptcy court to let the debtor, the trustee, and the court know that you're owed money and what the basis of that debt is. If you're in a Chapter 13, you will be given notice specifically to file a claim by a specific deadline. It's very, very important that you file your proof of claim by the deadline that's given to you. Additionally, you have to provide supporting documentation for your debt. So there are forms online that you can use, but if you have additional questions, please seek the advice of counsel before you file your proof of claim. The final step that you need to take if someone who owes you money files bankruptcy is to file that proof of claim. As I just mentioned, there are forms online, and there's also a creditor's filing portal that you can find in your jurisdiction where you can file your claim on your own as a creditor. In Georgia, we have 3 districts. We have the Northern District of Georgia, the Middle District of Georgia, and the Southern District of Georgia. Each one of those districts also have divisions within them. And so you want to know, where is the debtor located, what court do you need to file in, and which division of the court is actually going to oversee that case. If you followed these steps, then you've got a proof of claim filed in the bankruptcy case. But I'm going to be really honest with you. If you're a business owner and you're owed a substantial amount of money, I don't think doing this on your own is a good idea. It's a very complicated process through the bankruptcy court system. And also, you may have additional remedies available to you if, for example, there are some underlying issues such as fraud or some kind of misrepresentation that may have occurred during the transaction between you and the debtor. And in those cases, you may be entitled to collect the entirety of your debt. So if we can help you in any way by collecting your debt for you in bankruptcy, please give us a call. I spent many years collecting for the big banks, and I'd like to do so for the small businesses.